Greetings, I'm John Setzler. Welcome back to the Kamado Joe cooking channel. Today we're going to put together a super easy and super delicious dessert for you to try out on your Kamado Joe. We're going to make a cherry and chocolate chip dump cake. So let's get started. We're going to fire up the Kamado Joe Classic today. I've got one fire starter cube down here in the middle of my charcoal. So we're going to light this cube up and we're going to let the grill burn for about 10 minutes or so with the lid fully open and both the top and the bottom vents fully open. After my fire gets going, I've put the divide and conquer flexible cooking rack in, and I have set the X rack here in the lower position. So I'm going to set both halves of my heat deflector right in the center of the X rack, and then we're going to set both halves of our grill grate right in the top position. And now we're going to close the lid and I'll show you how we're going to set up to go for about 325 to 350 degrees. In order to get my Kamado Joe Classic to settle in at 325 to 350, I'm going to close the bottom vent about halfway or so. And then I'm going to close the slider on the top all the way and leave the daisy wheel fully open and let this thing come up to temperature. And if I need to make any adjustments up, I will open up the slider a little bit more, and if I need to control it, bring the temperature down, I'll just close the daisy wheel a little bit more. We'll just let it sit here for now and make those adjustments as we get closer to temperature. While our grill's coming up to temperature, I'm going to take a mixing bowl here and we're going to dump in 2 cans of peach pie filling. I'm sorry, that's cherry pie filling. I don't know why I've got peach on the mind today. And we're going to add in 1/4 cup of Amaretto to this. And this is the Di Serrano Amaretto. It's really good stuff. And we're just going to mix that up a little bit. Then we're going to set that off to the side. Next thing I'm going to do is take my Dutch oven and hit the inside of it with a little bit of cooking spray. And then we're going to transfer in our cherry pie filling mixture with that Amaretto. We're just going to dump that right here into the bottom of the pan. We're going to follow that with 1 box of Duncan Hines white cake mix. We're going to spread this out evenly across the top of these cherries. And I'm just going to smooth that out a little to make a nice even layer across the top. And then I'm going to sprinkle on 1/2 cup of dark chocolate chips. Just try to get those spread out fairly evenly. And then I've got 1 stick of butter that I've cut into 1 tablespoon size squares. We're just going to spread these evenly out across the top of all this. And now we're going to put our lid on the Dutch oven and
let's put that bad boy on the grill.
My Kamado Joe Classic here is up to temperature. It's cruising along right at about 325 degrees. So we're going to set this Dutch oven right here in the middle with the lid on, and we're going to let this guy cook here for 30 to 35 minutes, and we'll come back to have a look at it. We've been cooking along right at about 40 minutes here, so we're going to crack the Joe open here, take a look. Yep, I believe that's about ready. I'm going to take this off the grill. We're going to take it inside and let it cool for a few minutes, and then we're going to try it out. Okay folks, I've let this cool a little bit. It's time to give it a taste. And once again, I really wish you could smell this. The Amaretto that we put in there, even at just 1/4 cup, is really shining. And the aroma here, let's see what it tastes like. Once again, folks, another outstanding dessert coming off your Kamado Joe grill. That has a beautiful flavor. Cherries and Amaretto are made for each other. If you've never tried that flavor combination, I highly recommend it. This dessert also has a lot of options You can use any kind of fruit pie fillings you want to make this. You could use peach, blueberry, apple, or any combination of those, just as long as you keep the amounts the same. Just use 2 cans of it to 1 box of cake mix. And like you see here, I added these chocolate chips. These Hershey's brand dark chocolate brings a really nice flavor to this as well. There's a lot of things you can do with this. You could sprinkle some cinnamon on there. You could put nuts on top of it, chopped nuts. You can just go crazy with this. So give this a try. Let me know what you think. Join us on Facebook, facebook.com/KamadoJoe. Leave us a comment on the video. Until next time, this is John Setzler with Kamado Joe Cooking Channel.